I know you're pressed for time, so here's the cheat sheet for more mindful living. Keep these things in mind day to day, and it should at least help you get a head start. Everything on this earth, and everything that was and is impermanent. That is to say, it exists for a certain amount of time and then it's gone. This desk that I'm sitting at eventually will be sold or broken, or heaven forbid my house burned down. At some point I'll no longer have a relationship with it in some way or other. This piece of paper, I'm going to use it here for this video, but likely afterwards I'm not going to use it for something else. The people that I care about in my life, I'll eventually lose my relationship with them. I could end up dead. Well, I will at some point. Keep that in mind when you're dealing with everything day to day, knowing that you should enjoy it when you can and forgive it while you can too, because at some point, all gone. Number 2, everything is interdependent. So this piece of paper that's on the desk, it had to come from somewhere. It didn't just pop out of the printer magically, although I did hit the button. It came from a tree, and that came from the soil, and that came from rocks being broken up, and it also came from the water that poured from the clouds, and the clouds had to come from the water from the lake, and you can see how this is an endless cycle. So when you're dealing with other people and things, know that your actions have repercussions. Everything you think and feel and say and smell and touch and push and pull, there's a consequence to it, good or bad. So keep that in mind. Number 3, there's no self. Everything is empty in this world. And a good way to look at it, this piece of paper has the letter A, at least you look at it and that's what you think, but who actually decided that's what it means? What about this? What does that mean? You could say it means whatever you want, so on and so forth. We are the only people that ascribe meaning to anything. A tree is just a tree. There's no value in it other than that. And it could be argued that it doesn't even have value. You're the one that puts value on it. So when someone says something to you or something happens to you, you're the only one that puts a meaning behind it. So you're the only one to blame if it upsets you or makes you happy. Keep these 3 things in mind day to day, and especially at your workplace. You know, people that come in and they say that they're this way or that way aren't that way all the time. The computer that you're working at, maybe it's frustrating because it's slow, but appreciate it while you have it, because at some point it'll crash. And then of course, everything that you went through during your entire upbringing led you to the point that you're at. So you couldn't have gotten anywhere without help or hindrance from everyone and everything. Of course, our time is limited, so how about we end it there?